Welcome, everyone, and let's get started with the word of the day. So, going to the slide. So, we will understand two words, advice and advise. So, without wasting time, let's start with the pronunciation. So, both the words are pronounced same. There is no problem in their pronunciation, whether it is with CE or whether it is with SE. The pronunciation is same. But there is a small difference. When it is CE advice, it ends with S sound. It should be advice, advice, advice. Both UK and US pronunciation is same. It is advice, advice. The stress is at the V sound. Advice, advice. Now, when it comes to the pronunciation with SE, it is not sound, S sound, it is the Z sound. It should be Z. It should be like a sports bike. I want, if you're with me, I want you to feel as if you have a sports bike in your hand and it's the accelerator. So you should try to do this activity. Just say your sport bikes. We don't have any sport bike sounding right. Snake sound. So it is the sports bike sound. So it is advise, advise. So that's a difference. So the two pronunciation, advice, advise. Okay. Now moving to the parts of speech. Advice is a noun. Advise is a verb. Now, what is the meaning? Recommendation or guidance offered to help someone make a decision. So that's the advice. Advise to give advice or counsel. So to giving advice is advise to recommend a course of action. Let's go more deep. So as we know, one is recommendation or guidance, other one is to give recommendation or guidance or counsel, whatever. That is a short way of remembering it. Now, let's get into the mnemonic, what we have on the slide. Advice with C is like consultation. Very simple. So when it is C, C stands for consultation. So someone is giving consultation, like a suggestion. But when it comes to yes, so advice is a noun, something you receive. Advise is a verb, something you give. So remember this sound. Sound is the when it ends with SE. So when there is when a sports bike come in your mind, what should come in your mind? Action movie, or it is all about acting. Okay, when you're on a sports bike, you're on an action. So advise, SE, sports bike is an action. Advice, C, it is not an action. It is a noun. It is a piece of advice. A piece of advice given to me. Okay, I advised someone. So verb, verb always have four forms: past form, past participle form, continuous form. Right? Advised, advised. Okay, we don't say advised. Okay. So that's a mnemonic for the day. Now, to remember these words, let's focus on creating the network of the words. So when you make notes, you should write advice in the center and these synonyms circling on. So guidance, counsel, recommendation, tip, suggestion is advice. And advise is recommend, counsel, suggest, guide, instruct. It's an action. Advise is an action. Advice is a noun. So some antonyms: misguidance, misdirection, disapproval, warning, caution. For advise, The antonyms are discourage, misled, dissuade, warn against, prohibit. So dissuade is the opposite of persuade. So persuade, dissuade is a new word. You can make note of it. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the sentences. So my friend gave me the best advice on how to organize my closet, but I advised her against my cooking skills. All right. So my friend gave me a piece of advice to arrange my, things in the closet. Closet is an opening where, we keep things. So, but then I advised my friend something against my cooking skills. So not to cook good is what it means. All right. The cat tried to advise the dog on the art of napping, but the dog preferred the cat's advice on chasing tails. All right. So this means the dog is not willing to take a nap. Nap is taking a short sleep. It is all about, going behind the tails of other dogs. So that's what it is. Okay, you might not find the sentence to be funny, but it's okay. Let's move on from here. These were the two examples of advice and advise. Okay, so that's it. So advice and advise may look similar, but one is noun, something you receive, and another one is verb, something you give. Remembering these sentences can help you keep them straight. So these are the sentences. And thank you for learning about advice and advise. And implementation part, taking notes is very important. Just listening to some piece of information is not sufficient ever. It never makes you learn. So please make necessary notes and create your own mnemonic as usual. I keep telling in every video, another video, creating your own mnemonic will always make you remember things for better, for a longer duration. And you should also have a practical and an emotional sentence. And if in case you happen to watch this not live but on YouTube or in any social media, so take the action of writing your sentence and a mnemonic in the comment. So if you mention in the comment, it will make me happy to see that yes, my efforts are being useful for someone. So that's it. Once again, thank you. See you once again in the next video with the another word of the day.